Good morning, boys and girls. We're going to get started with our morning work. We're on Unit 5, Week 4, Day 1. Check and make sure you're on the correct page. The directions say edit and write each sentence correctly, circle each subject pronoun, and underline each object pronoun. So, number 1, we saw that plumber cut his knuckle. Fix it up, rewrite it nice and neat on the line. Number 2, did she take your only photo? Did she take your only photo? Same thing, fix it up. Rewrite it nice and neat on the line. Pause your video. Do number 1 and number 2 before going on. Try to do number 1 and number 2 before going on. Alright, now that you're done with number 1 and 2, daily math review, you know what to do there. Do number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Number 6, we've got a story problem. Some pennies were in the wishing well. Right, so that's why we've got a blank. The children added 43 more pennies, so we have 43. Then there were 251 pennies. How many pennies were in the well before? So to figure out how many were in the well before, we have to find the difference between 251 and 43. So 251 minus 43 equals blank. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to rewrite this problem in your blank space. Minus 43, put my 4 in the tens place and my 3 in the ones place, and my equal bar, and solve that to get your answer. Pause your video and do number 6. Number 7, we've got a picture graph. It says types of litter collected, or actually this is a bar graph, types of litter collected at the park. So there was plastic, styrofoam, aluminum, and paper. It says how much more paper than litter was collected than aluminum. How much paper litter was collected than aluminum litter? So we're finding the difference between paper and aluminum. So we want to know how much more paper, this part right here, than the aluminum. Pause video and do number 7. Number 8, explain how you can use place value to solve this problem. Use words or drawings. So you can either rewrite this as a base 10 problem, or you can rewrite it up and down like this and solve it that way. It's your choice. So pause your video and do number 8. Number 9, use arrows, show how to subtract 225 minus 30 on this number line, and then write your answer here. But make sure you show your hops. Pause your video and do number 9. Alright, let's start checking from the top. Okay, let's see. We saw that plumber cut his knuckle. So plumber is spelled incorrectly. It is P-L-U-M-B, plum. Knuckle is spelled incorrectly. Knuckle is K-N-U-C-K-L-E. We saw that plumber cut his knuckle, period. Alright, so I'm going to rewrite it nice and neat on the line. Okay, now we're going to find the pronoun. So we is a pronoun, and since it's about what we saw, that's going to be a subject pronoun. So we're going to circle we. We saw that plumber cut his is a pronoun, but it's not the subject, it's the object, so we're going to underline it, just like that. Number 2, did she take your photo, your only photo? Did she take your only photo? Did gets a capital because it's the beginning of the sentence. Did she take your only, and then photo is spelled incorrectly. P-H-O-T-O. And then this period should be a question mark because it's asking. So I'm going to rewrite number 2 nice and neat on the line. Alright, number 2 looks good. Did she take your only photo? Now we got to find the pronouns and decide if they're a subject or object. So did she, this sentence is about she, so that's going to be my subject pronoun. And then your is going to be an object pronoun because the sentence isn't about your, it's about she. Alright, daily math review. 12 minus 5, 7. 15 minus 5 is 10. 9 minus 5 is 4. 14 minus 5 is 9. And 13 minus 5 is 8. Number 6, we talked that there were pennies in the wishing well. 43 were added, then there were 251. So we're finding the difference to figure out how many were in the wishing well to begin with. So 1 minus 3, can't do it, so we're going to regroup. This is going to become 11, and this is going to become 4. And so we have 11 minus 3. So 11, 10, 9, 8. So 11 minus 3 is 8. 4 tens minus 4 tens is 0. And then 200s minus no hundreds is going to still be 200. So that means there were 208 pennies to begin with. 43 were added, and then there were 251. Number 7, so we got to find the difference between the paper litter and the aluminum litter. So aluminum litter is between 4 and 6, so that means there's 5 pieces of aluminum litter. And then paper litter is between 8 and 10, so that means there was 9 pieces. So 9 minus 5 is 4, so we're going to put 9 minus 5, right, because that's the difference of those two types of litter. And so there were 4 more paper litters than there were aluminum. And we could even count the hops too. So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, number 8. Told you there were 2 ways to do it. I'm going to draw a quick picture real quick. All right, so there's my quick picture for 876. I'm going to change colors because I have to subtract 453. So I'll start with my 3 ones. Take those away. Take away 5 tens, so all these tens at the top, and then 4 hundreds. So we'll take these 400s away. So now we're looking at what's left. So what is left? 423. And that checks out. Use arrow, show how to subtract 225 minus 30 on the number line. So my number line is counting by 5s. So I'm going to start at 225 and I'm going to take away 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So my answer is going to be 195. And with that, we are all done with our morning work. Good luck on your next assignment.